As of right now, one of the best tanks that is free to play in the game right now, and almost everyone plays it because it's from one of the most favorite factions, is the Tiger 2H. Once again, most people play the Germans, and this is the end-all be-all tank for Germany as of right now in 2024, to be exact, in June of 2024. So, before we get started, this video has been made possible for the Discord, meaning if you haven't liked, subscribed, or joined the Discord, highly suggest that you do. But that said, let's get started with the history. Before the Tiger 1 enters service in 1942, work has already begun on its successor. In 1937, Heinkel was commissioned to develop a heavy tank, followed by the Porsche in 1939. Porsche designed the VK4502P, and the Type 180 and the Type 181 never advanced beyond wooden prototypes. Henschel's VK4503H, influenced by the Panther, featured a transmission at the front, turret in the center, and engine at the rear. This design, presented in 1943, proved as the Panzerkampfwagen Tiger Aus B, or Tiger II, and was much faster developed and produced than the Porsche, leading to its adoption. The Tiger II, introduced from January 1944 to March of 1945, with about 482 built, and was the heaviest tank of World War II. And when I mean heaviest, I'm not counting the mouse or the rat. At 68.5 tons, it had 150mm thick frontals, hull armor, and 8.8cm KWK-43 cannon that can penetrate all Allied tanks, with some few exceptions. This tank, designed by Krupp, was effective and was void of previous design flaws. Powered with a V12 Maybach HL230 engine, the Tiger II had a top speed of 41.5 km per hour but suffered from high fuel consumption and mechanical issues due to its weight. Deployed in heavy tank battalions, the Tiger II saw combat first in Normandy of July 1944, with significant action on both western and eastern fronts. Despite its battlefield prowess and high kill-to-loss ratio, most losses were due to mechanical failures and fuel shortage, limiting its strategic impact in the war. That said, let's move on to the stats. This Tiger 2H has a crew of 5, 12 smoke grenades, an 8.8mm KWK-43 cannon, and two 7.92 machine guns, one of which is in the commander's cupola. It has a maximum speed of 41.62 km per hour, and the frontal hull armor is 150, side of 80, back of 80, bottom of 25, turret armor of 185, side of 80, back of 80, and top of 100. The engine power is 595 horsepower at 3000 RPM, and the weight is 69.8 tons. That said, let's move on to the verdict, and whether or not you should use it. As I stated at the beginning of the video, you should definitely use it. The 88mm can pen everything, even the new American tank in Death Server, which is essentially the M4A3E2 76W, which once again cannot even penetrate you, with the exception of being side on. Really hard to take out even by most tanks. The Pershing can take you out, but it has to shoot you exactly at the cupola or at the machine gunners, and even then it's a maybe, because as I find out in the Pershing, it's really hard to take this thing out. As a matter of fact, there's only a very few tanks that can successfully take this thing out without getting blown up by the Tiger 2H. That said, be very careful of bombs and rockets, especially from the P-47. Said P-47 is able to destroy you. Almost every Allied vehicle that has a 1,000 kilogram or 2,000 kilogram bomb, or if you're American, 250 pound or 500 pound bomb can destroy you. Maneuverability is very good for this heavy tank with such thick armor, although I would still say it's on the slow slide, but still it's very, very good for its size and how much punch it can carry. Overall, get it, use it, and you will never regret it. It is one of the best rewards for Tier 5 Germany. That said, that's all for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next one.